In today's video, I am going to be breaking down backdoor cuts and how they can help you score a heck of a lot more points in every single basketball game. Especially if you are a player who plays in the corners, guess what? This could give you an extra 5 to even 10 points per game. Okay, so the corner is going to be a lot more used over the next little while, over the next couple of years, because of course there's more and more teams using a 5-out and a 4-out offense. And in the 4-out offense, there's going to be quite a few times, or even in the triangle offense, that you're going to be found in the corner. This is the corner. It's basically along the baseline and the sideline. And basically what you would be looking at doing is really reading the defense. That is the biggest part of playing the backdoor cut. Okay, so for most cases, if you are a player who's playing in that corner, guess what? Your defender, if the ball is where the camera is right now, will most likely be playing somewhere between here and somewhere between here. And basically what's going to happen is if this player, your defender, turns his back to you, or if he's playing just a bit too high, guess what you can do? You can cut backdoor, which is along the baseline, and this can allow you to be able to get a lot of points by essentially just cutting baseline with your hand up. So if you're in the corner and you see your defender not playing you the way he should, cut backdoor with your hand up. That hand up means this is where I want that ball to go so I can get myself an easy layup or an easy dunk. Now, meanwhile, some players will always have different hand signals from the other. However, most players, if they're cutting backdoor, if they're cutting baseline, and they have their finger up like this, that finger means send up an alley-oop and get rid of the bees. So if you've got a player on your team who is pointing up his finger, cutting backdoor, send him up an alley-oop, because that usually means that he wants to dunk that ball. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tip really quickly how you can actually send up the perfect alley-oop. Normally, you would have a square backboard. This is not square. However, if you had a square backboard, if you could hit the foam part on the side that he's cutting, the foam part underneath the backboard, if you can accurately hit that area, guess what? He can easily dunk that no matter what. Even if he can barely get that rim to past his palm, he should be able to dunk an alley-oop like that. So before we go on to the next tip that I'm going to give you, first off, I just want to recap. If your defender is playing too high, or if he's not paying attention to you and his back is to you, every single time, cut backdoor. Every single time. Have that hand up, you're going to get a ton of points from it. However, what happens if that defender, let's say the team is running a box-and-one style defense, or what happens if that defender is just a lockdown defender and does not want you to score no matter what happens, even though you're on the opposite side of the court? What can you do? So what you can do is, if he is playing you tight, if he is literally right here on you, what you can do is to show, like, if you want the pass and do a quick step up. You can do this quickly, you can do this slowly. Personally, I prefer slowly, because what you can do is say, here, and then cut backdoor. It's a little bit of a small V cut. You can have your hands up, and you can even say, here, or something not loud enough for your teammates to hear you, but loud enough for your defender to hear you, making him think that you're calling for the ball. You take a few steps up, have that negative step, turn, have your feet pointed where you want to go, and cut back door. You can do this quickly. You can do bang, back door, or you can take a couple of steps up and then cut back door. These are all different options that you can have to cut back door on your offense. So if you find yourself on the weak side of your offense for your team, try cutting back door when your defender is not paying attention, or if he's overplaying you. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.